Okay, so this is my custom level for experimental level design. I chose with Fall Guys, so I'm going to just go over each section and talk about my designs, my thought process behind the design. So this first section is a slime floor, so you slide a bit more. I added these pads here as well, so if you get hit, it knocks you back considerably further. There's also a boxing glove here that'll hit you, as well as an axe, and obviously you see as the axe hits you there, it'll knock you off. Everything's a little bit harder with the slime floor, that's why I added it, and as well there's a rotating door here so you can kind of switch lanes. This moves on to the speed boost section, where you get the speed boost when you clear these two beams. And now this is the first part of the level where I utilise a 3-lane system. There's the hexagon bit here, which I'd say is maybe like intermediate. This bounce pad is probably the hardest section, and then this bit's the easiest because all you do is run down and wait for a gap. I'll show the bounce pad off as to why I think it's the hardest. Essentially you have to dive every time to get across. So, you know, not as experienced players might struggle with that section or end up trying to, we'll end up picking this bit. I added some affordance here as well with these arrows that show you need to go to the left, and obviously as you look down there's a slime slide. I added little bounce poles as well here to give an element of trying to dodge, but as you can see I managed to clear that pretty easily. Never mind. But yeah, so you kind of slide down here and then you hit these beams, and this is probably the hardest part of the level, only because players aren't ready. Like even now, you know, I'm struggling to do it after I said I did it easily. But people might not be used to the speed change, so you gain quite a lot of speed going down, and then having to jump off and land on a beam. It can be challenging for some players. Oh my, it's challenging for me apparently. But yeah, so this is the hardest section, mainly because of just going down from the slime to then these beams. There's not much give. You have to kind of land really central, otherwise you slide off. This section here originally used to be bounce pads, but as I put on my forum, the feedback was they were all kind of too close together, so it became hard to navigate because the camera would get all locked up. So I've changed it to a fan section here, where the fan just you just get on the fan and it takes you up. And then this is a treadmill section. I've got them kind of so if it goes forward and then you're going against the treadmill here. So the best way to navigate is to jump, but then there's these swinging hammers as well. So it's about timing your jumps, and then this part of the treadmill. Oh, let's get every swim back here. But yeah, so the treadmills are you go against them essentially. Just get back up there. Here we go. So yeah, this is again a little bit for more experienced players, as inexperienced players might not be as good as this section. But then we move on to the final section. This kind of utilises the air control mechanic in Fall Guys. You have to hit these bounce pads and fly up as well. I've added these hexagon tiles as kind of for inexperienced players if they really struggle with this section. You can jump on the tiles. Apparently I'm inexperienced. Here we go. There we go. So yeah, that is my my Fall Guys custom level.